Moses parting the Red Sea. He did that for the Israelites. We those people. All right? And we gonna prove it to you. Get Deuteronomy 28 and 45.
That's the book of Deuteronomy.
Check this out. This Moses talking to the Israelites. Read on.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee.
Hold on. All right, let that finally go by, man. Y'all gotta pay close attention to this. You ain't gonna hear this nowhere else. You ain't gonna hear this in church, man. They ain't teaching you the truth. Bring it up.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 45.
Right.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee.
Right. So all these curses go pursue the Israelites,
And overtake thee till thou be destroyed.
till they destroy, till they call themselves black, till they call themselves two white men, African American. Read on.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes which I commanded thee.
Right. So these curses fell upon the Israelites for not keeping the commandments. Right. Read on.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
And these curses that's gonna overtake us as a people are gonna be upon us for a sign and a wonder. You know what a sign does? It identifies something. If you're trying to go to McDonald's, what you look for? If you're trying to go to McDonald's, sister, what you look for? You look for the McDonald's sign, right? Right? If you're trying to go to the gas station, you look for a marathon sign. So these curses are upon the Israelites as a sign. So we're going to read one curse, and y'all go see the sign and see who this fit in 2020. Get verse 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Moses said he going to bring the Israelites back into Egypt. Now, before we continue, we got to learn what Egypt means according to the Bible. Y'all know what it means according to the Bible, Egypt? All right, we're going to show you. It got a spiritual meaning.
Look at Exodus chapter 20, verses 2.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Egypt and house of bondage is synonymous, meaning they mean the same thing. So the house of bondage is Egypt. Egypt is the house of bondage. So Egypt represents slavery. Right, so we're gonna go back to this curse and insert slavery with Egypt because that's what it means biblically. Right, read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The house of bondage, slavery again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships. So he said he gonna bring the Israelites to slavery with ships. What people you know went to slavery on ships in history? All right, y'all know who went to slavery on ships? Was it the so-called black man? Y'all ever learned that in school? The slave trade? West Africa. How do we get to America, our ancestors? Our ancestors get to America on the ship. They were slaves, right? That's what it's saying. Read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said the Israelites would go to the house of bondage, slavery again.
With ships.
With ships. That's what I'm asking. Who went to slavery on ships? Us. So Moses is talking to us. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
So you're not going to see your homeland anymore after you get off that slave ship. What's going to happen?
And there you shall be sold into your enemies.
When we got off the slave ship, we were sold to our enemies, the so-called white men. Read on.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
For slave men and slave women.
And no man shall buy you.
And no man shall buy you. Hey, sister, come talk to us, sister. You got to come talk to us after we do everything. Yeah, we got the King James Bible, but y'all heard that? He said the Israelites would go to slavery on ships and be sold to their enemies. So what people fit that history? What people fit that history? Going to slavery on ships and being sold? African Americans. But so who Moses talking to then? Talking to us, clearly, because we fit that. But what was their nationality? Was they called African Americans? You know what was their nationality? We'll show you who he was talking to, right?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 1. Right? These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Who?
The children of Israel.
The children of Israel. So if Moses was talking to us and he made that covenant with the children of Israel, who are we then? Who are we then? We Israelites. You're not black, you're not African American, you're an Israelite. And what you gotta do is start repenting and keeping the commandments. And y'all can hear this too. Sister, come here. You said God love everybody. Well, we gotta see what the Bible says. If I say, check this out. If I say I love Frosted Flakes and I hate Cinnamon Toast Crunch, do I love all cereal? Right. So we're gonna see what God said out the Bible. So y'all gotta hear this too. Because y'all probably was taught in church that God loves everybody, right?
Bring it out.
Was y'all taught that in church? God loves everybody?
Yeah.
That sound familiar?
It's true. God is
Well, you
love.
shouldn't go to church. Because church is a lie. Because they told people God loves everybody. Like she just said. What is love according to the Bible? What is love?
Love is excludes hate.
Nope. Get 1 John 5 and 3.
Like you saying that God has hated him. God has no hate.
Well, we go see. We go read the Bible. We just go read the Bible, right? We don't speak out of our own emotions or feelings. We read the Bible. Check this out. Check this out. This is what love is according to the Bible. Not me, according to the Word.
It's the book of 1 John chapter 5 verse 3.
Right?
For this is the love of God,
For this is the love of God,
that we keep his commandments.
that we what?
That we keep his
We
commandments.
keep His commandments, right?
And his commandments are not grievous.
Who did the Lord give His commandments to?
He gave it to everybody.
He gave them to everybody? You sure? Get Romans 9 and 3.
It's the book of Romans chapter 9 verse 3.
Right?
For I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ for my brethren, my kinsmen according to the flesh.
This Paul. Paul said, I wish I could have died like Christ did for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh. Read on.
Who are Israelites?
Who is Paul, brethren?
Who are Israelites?
The Bible say?
Who are Israelites?
Who are Israelites? Read on.
To whom pertaineth the adoption
So the adoption, Christ dying on the cross, pertains to the Israelites. Read on.
and the glory
The glory pertains to the Israelites.
and the covenants
The covenants, old and new, pertains to the Israelites. Read.
and the giving of the law
And the what?
and the giving of the law
The giving of the law pertains to the Israelites. Read on.
and the service of God
The Levitical priesthood. Read.
and the promises.
And the promises all pertains to Israel. So Israel was given the commandments. Not everybody. We gotta get a couple more. Get Psalms 147. Now you can drop it. Get Psalms 147, the last two verses. Bring that out. Check this out. We got two more to go into what we're saying. Because the Bible say prove all things out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. So we gotta get these witnesses out of the different precepts. Bring it up.
Psalm chapter 78, verses 5. For he established a testimony in Jacob.
Who?
And Jacob.
He established a testimony in Jacob.
And appointed a law in Israel.
And where?
In Israel.
The whole world.
In Israel.
He appointed a law in Israel. Read on. Bring this out.
It's the book of Psalms chapter 147 verse 19.
Right.
He showed his word unto Jacob,
Show his word unto Jacob.
his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
He showed his statutes and his judgments to Israel.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
What?
He have not dealt so with any nation.
God includes everybody.
He have not dealt so with any
He
nation.
didn't deal with any nation. Read on.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
They don't know the judgments. We just read to them a judgment for breaking the commandment. It's going to slavery on ships. Did the Arab man go to slavery on ships? Did the white man go to slavery on ships? No. We know them judgments, not no other nation. The Chinese man didn't go to slavery on ships for breaking the commandments. Because he ain't deal with them.
That's right.
Right? Give me, oh, you bring that out too.
That's the book of Joel chapter 2 verse 27.
It's Joel 2 and 27, read.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel,
He's in the midst of us, Israel, read.
and that I am the Lord your God and none else.
He's the God of everybody.
And I am the Lord your God and none else.
I'm the Lord, your God, and none else. Read.
And my people shall never be ashamed.
We ain't ashamed of that up here, man.
That's right.
Hey, the Lord is only our God. You got to deal with it. It's in the Bible. Straight up. You see that? So he only loved Israel. He gave his commandments to him. That's when they say God is love. God is about keeping the commandments. He gave his commandments to one nation.
Okay, so do you guys believe in the second coming?
Yeah, that's in the Bible. We believe in the whole Bible.
So are you saying anyone who is not like of African American descent is gonna like
No, if you're not an Israelite, if you don't come from Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which is
then
the
they're
black,
gonna, then God is not
which
gonna accept
is the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now let's see who the kingdom of heaven is for. Revelation 21 and 1.
Bring it out.
It's the
All
book of
right? We're gonna
Revelation.
show you that. Bring it up.
It's the book of Revelation chapter 21 verse 1.
Bring it out.
And I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
He said, I saw a new heaven and a new earth.
For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away,
Right, that's going into World War III when the Most High take out all these wicked nations. Read on.
and there was no more sea.
No more sea, no more nations. Read.
And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem,
The what?
New Jerusalem,
New Jerusalem, the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Here on earth, our homeland. Read on.
coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband.
Right. So now it goes into the gold streets, all these beautiful pearls. Go to verse 12. This is a description. You gotta hear this. You gotta hear this. Pay close attention to what it's about to say. This is a description of the kingdom of heaven. And mind you keep saying what I'm saying, We just reading the Bible. We read what the Bible is saying. So read the kingdom of heaven, the scripture.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 12. Right? And it had a wall great and high.
So heaven has a wall great and high.
And it had 12 gates.
It had how many gates?
It had 12 gates.
Not one pearly gate, but it has 12 gates.
And at the gates, 12 angels.
So it's 12 angels in front of them gates, acting as bouncers. Right? Read on.
And names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Who? Of the children of Israel.
So the 12 gates got names written, and it's Judah, Benjamin, Levi, all the way down. It's not a 13th gate. It's 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
So no, they can't enter into heaven. Right? They go enter into heaven as slaves.
That's right.
According to the Bible.
That's right.
You want to see it?
You don't believe that? Bring it out.
See what I
Hey, the wicked.
The wicked flee with no man pursue it.
Don't you want slaves?
What is love? Come here. Don't run from the Bible.
She loved Jesus.
She ran from the
That white
Bible.
boy.
Bring it up.
And he the
This is
white
the book of Psalms, chapter 5, verse 5. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight.
The Bible say.
The foolish shall not stand in thy sight.
Like the Bible said, the foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Read on.
Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
What the Bible say?
Thou hatest all workers of iniquity.
Like the Lord said, He hate workers of iniquity.
Yes,
Man.
right.
Right. So the Lord don't love everybody. The Lord hate workers of iniquity. Bring it up.
Proverbs chapter 28, verses 1. The wicked flee when no man pursue it.
The Bible says.
The wicked flee when no man pursue it.
Like he couldn't handle the truth, man. The truth hurt. Read on.
But the righteous
are bold as a lion.
The righteous bold as lions, man. You see that? So the Lord, He don't love everybody, man. He only love the Israelites, man. And He don't have to love everybody because He the creator of the heavens and earth. So y'all will be Israelites according to the Bible. And you know your duty as an Israelite woman, right? Do you know? It's to keep the commandments. Get Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Right? We got to start keeping these commandments because that's what God has put into slavery. Right? That love everybody's spirit, that's dead, man. We tried loving the so-called white man, and what he do is kill you, shoot you dead in the street, and hang you in 2020. Negroes is getting hung in 2020. Right? Ain't a damn thing changed, man.
That's right.
Right? Bring it up.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12. And now, Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
What does the Lord require of you as an Israelite woman?
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
You got to serve Him with all your heart and all your soul.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
Do what?
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
Keep the commandments of the Lord.
His statutes which I command thee this day for thy good.
Right, and it's for your good. So your duty, your whole requirement of life is to keep the commandments. All right? Because would you say you love God? All right? Did you say that? You love God? Yes, no, maybe so. Do you love God? Yes or no? All right? And every idle word, huh? All right? Do you love God and His Son? What's up? Do y'all, yes or no?
Maybe so.
Maybe? Wow. Hey, give me Matthew 12 and 36. All right? You don't want to play with the Most High, man. All right? Most High ain't somebody to be played with, man. You know people die in car crashes? That's all the Lord doing that. Right? Give me 1 Samuel 2 and 6. Bring that up.
12, 36. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
Right, so every idle word. So when the day of judgment comes, He gonna be like, oh yeah, remember you said maybe so you love me? He gonna burn your ass up with a nuke, man. Right? So you don't want to play with the Most High, man. The Most High is not a joke, man. We ain't up here playing, man. We up here dead ass serious.
Right.
With the word of the Heavenly Father, man. Through the Spirit, man. Right? That's what it's about, man. Right? Bring it up.
Book of 1 Samuel chapter 2, verses 6. The Lord killeth.
What the Bible say?
The Lord killeth.
The Lord killeth.
And maketh
The
alive.
Lord kills people and makes alive.
He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
You see that? So you don't want to play with the Lord. The Lord can kill you. The Lord can kill you. Right? Hey, y'all, them Israelites, man. Oh, they must. All right, yeah, it must be other nations. Ishmael. But check that out, though. You know? So the Lord, He kills and make alive. You don't want to play games with the Lord, man.
They probably think we're going to get on the say, if they say they love God,
Yeah, I don't know if y'all think we go, we ain't asking trick questions to y'all to say if you love God or not. We can teach you how to love him. That's all we was asking. We ain't asking you trick questions. Just say yes or no. You're right about that. They probably thought we was going, no, we gonna tell you how to love him. You gotta love him by keeping the commandments. That's all we was really getting at. Right? Like not eating pork is how you love God. Yeah, not eating shrimp, crab, and lobster is how you love God. Wearing fringes is how you love God. As a woman putting on a dress and covering up is how you love God. Right? Not being a bad bee, not trying to be a hot girl, right? Or a city girl, but being a daughter of Zion. It's like the black man, not being a thug or a hood nigga. Right? Like, brother, you gotta pull your pants up, brother. You gotta, yeah, you see that right, brother? You gotta pull your pants up, brother. We men out here, brother. You see that? So you gotta show yourself a man, man. Right, that's what we out here doing, man. Bring that up. But yeah, we ain't finna get on y'all sister. We had to get on the sister because she was going off. Right? She wasn't hearkening to the words of the Lord, man. So I forgot the precept I had to call. Oh yeah, Deuteronomy 10 and 17. Bring it out. All right. You see that? Hey, come talk to us, brother. You know your nationality? Yeah. Come talk to us, brother. It's 10 and 17. Nah. You can actually drop. Actually, that is what I wanted.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 17. For the Lord your God is
The Lord, your God, the God of Israel.
For the Lord your God is God of gods.
He's the God of God.
And Lord of lords. A great God. A mighty and terrible.
What?
A mighty and terrible.
He's a terrible God, right?
Which regarded not purchase for sake of war.
All right. So you know what I'm saying? You gotta, the Most High ain't about games, man. But we want to go get on y'all, sister. Cause y'all over here being humble and listen. Right? We just ain't up here to just cut our people up. But if they get out of line and try to come up against the Bible, hey, we go cut them. So when I ask if you love God, it's not a trick question. Like, do you love God? Would you say you love God? You might love him, but you might not know how. Right? Right? Because you ain't got to go to church to love God. You just got to keep the commandments. That's right. All right? So what's your nationality? Come on, brother. What's your nationality? Not Islam. That's a religion made by Israel. You're an Israelite. Islam is a religion created by the Arab man. We're not Islam. We don't got the Quran. That's toilet paper.
That's right.
All right. But would you say you did this about your nationality? What would you say it is? What's your father's race? Black man? A black American? Well, the thing is, black is just a color, brother. An American, that's a white man. His name is Americo Vespucci. That's an Italian map man. So you can't be a color. That's not a nationality. Like, do you speak black? See what I'm saying? That's not a nationality. So what would you say your nationality is with that being out the window? What men do you descend from? Who are you? Where do you come from? What did you eat before you came to America? What did you wear? What's your custom? Well, I'm talking about your forefathers. Where did you come from? Your forefathers. What men do you descend from? Ancient men. Before you was here in Michigan, where was your forefathers? What did they eat? What did they dress like? Who was their God? See that? So we don't know, brother. We up here to teach you. Because how did we get to America? I'm asking, how did we get to America, our forefathers? We was taken on slave ships, right? We was taken on slave ships. I can do Deuteronomy 28:68. I'm about to show you that's actually prophesied in the Bible to happen to the Israelites.
That's right.
So we up here letting our people know we are the Israelites.
People of the Bible.
The people of the Bible. God's chosen people. Right. Y'all sisters got to come hear the word. Cover up and dress modest. All right, bring it up.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
He said, I'm going to bring you back into slavery again with ships. Right? Because Egypt just means slavery. You can prove that. Like, Egypt literally just means slavery, brother. You hear that? He said, I'm going to bring you to Egypt again with ships. Let's see what Egypt means according to the Bible.
Exodus chapter 20, verses 2.
All right?
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out the house of bondage. You see that, brother? So Egypt is the house of bondage. You heard that, elder? You heard that, elder? Bring it out again.
Make sure you hear this. Look at Exodus chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt represents the house of bondage. You know another word for bondage? Slavery. All right. So Egypt represents slavery. You keep it up. You got that? Bring that out.
And the Lord shall bring thee to Egypt again.
He said, I'm gonna bring you into Egypt again. What's Egypt mean? Bondage again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships. Right? Right? Y'all heard that? Read that for them. Y'all gotta hear this, man. Listen to this.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
Hold on. How do we get to America? How did our ancestors get to America? Slave ships. Get Exodus 20 and 2. All right, don't let them take away the word, man. You ain't gonna hear this nowhere else.
Exodus chapter 20, verses 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt means the house of bondage, means slavery. We about to read this out the Bible. Check this out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He's gonna bring you the slavery, house of bondage again,
With ships.
with ships. Why is this in the Bible? It's written thousands of years ago. He said you're gonna go to slavery again with ships. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Same way I said it's gonna happen, it's how it's gonna happen.
thou shalt see it no more again.
You ain't gonna see your homeland. What's gonna happen when you get off the slave ship?
And there you shall be sold into your enemies.
We were sold when we got off the slave ship to our enemies, the so-called white men, right?
For bondmen and bondwomen.
Slave men and slave women.
And no man shall buy you.
Nobody go get you out that slavery. So who can say, damn, that sounds like my history? Slavery on ships? This in the Bible? Who can say that? Who can say this fits me and my history? Slavery on cargo slave ships, not seeing your homeland and being sold. Who that sound like to you, brother? Black people. But was Moses talking to black people? Was Moses talking to black people? He was talking to us, but was he calling them black? You about to see who he was talking to.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Hold on, read that for the brother. Listen.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Make that covenant with the children of Israel, man. It ain't going nowhere, man. Right? They gonna lead you to the lake of fire, man. Nuclear fire. Right, you gotta hear this truth, man. The hell with what they talking about. Check that out. So he said he said he made that covenant with the children of Israel, brother. So what would that make you, brother? You said that sound like it's talking about black people. Moses said that's the children of Israel. Who are we then? We the children of Israel was prophesied to go to slavery on ships. Who fit that curse? So what would that make us? No, the children of Israel. That's it, man. We the Israelites. You gotta repent and keep the commandments. Check out that flyer, man. All right? That's the real deal. Check that flyer out. We God's chosen people, brother. You're a king. You're not a nigga. You're not a hood nigga. You're an Israelite, brother. That's your nationality. You are a king. You're a God on the earth, brother. Right? Give me Psalms 82 and 6, man. Right? Right? You're an Israelite, brother. Right? You're an Israelite, brother. God's chosen people. All right? Come here to the Bible. Come here to the Bible, brother. You're an Israelite, brother. Bring it up.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 6. I have said you are gods.
What the Bible say?
I have said you are gods.
So I have said ye are gods.
And all of you are the children of the Most High.
Right, and we the children of Yahweh, man. All right, give me Exodus 4 and 22. He said, I have said ye are gods, man. All right? So that's what we are here. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 18 and 30.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 4, verse 22. And thou say unto Pharaoh, thus said the Lord, Israel is my son, even my firstborn.
He said, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. So the children of Israel are the sons of Yahweh, man. Right? Check that out, man. So the children of Israel are the sons of God. Is that 18 to 30? Not 18 to 30. So I got that precept. That's in the song. All right, give me Hosea 1 and 10.
Ain't that the second Maccabees?
Right? We the children of God up here, man. God's chosen people. Hey, brother, what's your nationality, brother? You see yourself on the sign? Yeah. See yourself on the sign, brother? Talk to us, brother.
Gotta go. I'm at work.
All right, bring it up.
Yes, sir.
Hey, brother, you see yourself on the sign, brother? Come talk to us, brother, 5 minutes. Bring it up.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 1, verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel
Number of the children of Israel. So the children of Israel is the topic.
shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that the place where it was called, it was said unto them, you are not my people. There it shall be said unto them, you are the sons of the living God.
Who are we?
You are the sons of the living God.
We the sons of the living God. It was 18 and 13. It's 18 and 13. I said 18 and 30. It's 18 and 13. Right, so he said, ye are the sons of the living God. Hey, Esau, you going into slavery. Right? The so-called white man going into slavery, man. And the sister got offended at that, man. The sister seen the nations got to go to slavery, and she couldn't deal it. She said, God is love. Hey, but love is keeping the commandments. So she had to deal with that, man. You know? Hey, brother, what's your nationality, brother? Come talk to us, brothers. Come talk to us, brother. 5 minutes, brother. 5 minutes, man. All praises, man. All praises. And that word stopped him in his tracks, man. All praises. Hey, y'all can come around here, kings. We ain't gonna fight y'all, man. We up here for y'all. And we up here for y'all, man. Right? What's y'all nationality? What would you say? Y'all all say African American? Let me tell you the problem with that. First of all, we just started calling ourselves African American in the 80s. Right? So how can your grandma be older than your nationality? That's one. Number two, that's two white men. You got Scipios Africanus and Americo Vespucci. So do you come from two white men? Right, so that can't be your nationality. So if that's not your nationality, what would you say is? You say who? Hebrew. You see that? He said Hebrew. But it's multiple Hebrews though. You got Hebrew Edomites, you got Hebrew Elamites, you got Hebrew Ishmaelites, you got Hebrew Israelites, man. Right, so which one you come from? Alright? How you figure Hebrew, brother? Right, yeah, we the Hebrew is according to the Bible, the Hebrew Israelites. That's what we actually up here to prove through the scripture. Because y'all know how our ancestors came. Well, first of all, what color was Jesus Christ? How Jesus Christ look? He's black, right? Y'all know that? Y'all know that? And what was his nationality? He was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. So who are them Jews in Palestine then? The Jewish man. If I say you acting childish, I'm not calling you a child, I'm saying you acting like one. So what you think Jewish mean, man? They're acting like Jews. You know who they acting like? Y'all brothers. They acting like y'all, because Christ got woolly hair and dark skin. That's what y'all got, man. But we about to prove we the Israelites through the Bible. Because how our ancestors get to America? That's shit. Slave shit. Did you know that was prophesied off the Bible? That was to go happen to the Israelites for breaking the commandment. We about to prove it, man. Give verse 15.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
He said it will happen. This Moses talking to the Israelites. He said it will happen in the future.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
You didn't listen to God.
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
You didn't listen to keep the commandment.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Curses will befall you if you broke the commandment. So we about to read the curse, and it's gonna fit our history, man. Because all these curses fit us, but we gonna get straight to the point. Get verse 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So I'm gonna bring you back into Egypt with ships. Y'all know what the Hebrews was doing in Egypt? Well, Moses had to get them from Egypt because they were slaves in Egypt. So this is after that. He said, I'm gonna take you back into Egypt. Right? But Egypt has a spiritual meaning, a biblical meaning. We're gonna prove it. You can Exodus 22, whatever. This what Egypt mean out the Bible.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 12. Then beware, lest thou forget the Lord when brought thee forth out of the land of Egypt,
Brought us out the land of Egypt.
from the house of bondage.
From where?
From the house of bondage.
So he brought us from the house of bondage. Egypt. What's another word for bondage? My brothers know another word for bondage. Bondage is captivity or slavery. You're bound to something. So Egypt represents the house of slavery, the house of bondage. So we about to fit that in with here, and y'all